On the other team is going to be Trinity Rodman. 4 goals on the year, a couple of assists, but what Trinity Rodman can do is pin Casey Kruger back, not let her be a part of the attack, because in 1v1 situations, you're going to count on Trinity Rodman all the time. She's so good in those moments. She wants to get in beyond this back line of Chicago here today.
For every team this weekend and going forward.
It's just about tight enough for us, isn't it? It's absolutely extraordinary. Nobody seems to want to actually win the Shield this year. Opportunities abound. And what about that front foot football from the Spirit? That's been good. And now here's a French signing. Sarr finds Rodman. It's Hatch in advance of her. Trinity Rodman up against Davidson. And Hatch is there! And blocked at the second time of asking. This time by Wright, and still they come again.
Build up, they push Casey Kruger. You can see on the far side of your screen, Kruger way out of position, so Rodman is going to cheat. She uses that space, gets in behind, asks questions. In the Spirit play through this, there's going to be space for Ashley Sanchez to then occupy.
The third worst record away from her ever. Oh, that's a short back pass. You can't do that. You can't do that with Rodman right there. She can't punish him first time. Danger still not averted. Sarr. And so much space.
See much from Sarr, but that was a really good shot from her. And this is where it's going to be playing with fire a little bit for Chicago. It's a weak back pass from Davidson, and she doesn't realize it's man v man in the back there for Chicago. They're going player versus player, and then nobody picks up the next run. So Sarr thinks, all right, I'll tee up my right wave, and they want to keep the ball, and they want to play through pressure, but there are times where they do this and just sloppily give the ball away.
Rodman. And Wright is
down a little bit, looks for the option, and you can't do that because Trinity Rodman is one of the best pressing defenders who's a forward. And she'll just take that ball right off of you. It's a nice threaded ball on where the space is in transition.
As well in the NWSL, all for headed goals. Something to look out for. There's Rodman running at Kruger. Carl back to Sarr. We're improvising, the snapshot from Sanchez and back from Rodman. Couldn't keep it down.
Sarr is floating in such a race here. Carl pushes forward, and look at Sarr just on the right side of your screen. She's just kind of easily sneaking in. She has a free cross. Kruger can't do much with it. Maybe in the end, would have been with Hawking and Swanson next to each other. Chicago fans should be very excited about what's to come.
This ball picked up by Rodman. Running at Davidson. Rodman forced a little wide. Hatch is waiting in the centre and calling for it. Played by Milazzo. Ashley Hatch, their top goal scorer with 9 in the NWSL. Very cool from the penalty spot as well. And here's Rodman. Played by Davidson. Kruger just about man.
Defense of Davidson. She gets her hips right early, so then she can just shepherd Rodman into the space outside of the frame of goal and then slows it down, allows her to...
It's almost like women want to be listened to in football, isn't it? There's not been a lot of that going on recently.
Right. Yeah. How much time do you have?
It's for your Washington 24. Oh, and here's an opportunity here for Rodman. Rodman has options. Sarr's available behind her. She's going for goal herself.
Interesting things that Rodman does. If she comes centrally almost as a second number 9, and here's Hatch, who becomes the playmaker, dropping in as a false 9, actually, in this case. And then watch this. I love the confidence of Trinity Rodman. Space to get the shot off. She's offside on that. She can just be dangerous in a lot of different areas. I think Chicago was ready for her to come so narrow inside.
Who's willing to
last space
Here is Trinity Rodman looking to try to exploit that space. She elegantly travels with the ball. And still not having it all her own way though. Caro battling away. There's a foul on her. Doesn't seem to think so, Jordan. What do you reckon?
Oh my goodness, that never.
a little too much there. I don't know. She just stands there. I don't think that's a foul there.
She's thinking, just
the reaction.
Still we await the breakthrough. Saar, a few opportunities in this game. That's a full-on challenge. And here's Rodman. Saar. There's been space on. And they test. Listen there a little more. Stands ball in. And Rodman's there, but that's a foul by Rodman. This strike comes in from Hatch.
This ball in from Sam Stock. This is why I have shouts that she is a ball-playing center back. This left foot on a dime in between the seam. Rodman can run onto it. I think if Rodman was a little bit more aware.
Relieved there was nobody there to meet it. Now Rodman being sent on her way. Hocking on the chase.
Defensively, this is Hocking doing the same. Getting on her horse, full sprint. Maybe for the...
She has a heavily strapped leg as well,
yeah.
It has to be said, so she's managing that injury which kept her out for 6 games.
Hocking has been willing to do the defensive work as well. Look at that track back, and she knew that she just got a yellow card. All she needed to do was get in front of Rodman, slow her down.
Draftee from Penn State, along with teammate Ali Schlegel, and broke their goal-scoring record, scoring 54 goals plus 22 assists in a time there. American women's footballer to me. That's what
winners.
we know you for.
That's why we were disappointed. We want to be winners, right?
Well, Trinity Rodman has been at the heart of everything positive that the Spirit have done, but she looks to be in trouble here.
Walking pretty gingerly off the field. I don't know if you're Mark Parsons, you laid it off there. There was space in front of her because she had her back to goal. Players that
did have an aberration of a match.
Middle third switching the point of attack, but the cross was in the wrong spot.
What about the response? Here's Rodman with a strike and deflected over the bar. Davidson in the way.
I didn't see the deflection, and I thought, how did she strike the ball? And this is exactly what you want to see. This is space we saw Rodman occupying in the first half. It's Davidson who again does the right defensive play.
Rodman, greater sense of urgency now. Washington Spirit.
Buckle up, right?
No idea who's going to win the Shield. No idea who's going to win the championship final, obviously.
No, we don't even know who's going to be in the playoffs.
Positive way tonight. Going left this time. Rodman retrieves it. Swung into the danger area. It's a good ball. Saar!
Open on the left side. This area, look at her open her hips. She says, all right, I'll go 1v1. A nice dribble, find some space. The cross goes all the way over, but now Chicago shifts. Nobody's even paying attention to where Saar is, so here she is. A lot of space. Goes.
Here's Boutel. As you mentioned, more of a centre half, but playing it right back tonight, trying to utilise her qualities. A real oust. Let's go to Bridgeview, Illinois. Will that be their home stadium going forwards, I wonder? That's for another day. And a chance for Saar, but the whistle is gone. Boutel. Rodman against the informed Kruger. Chicago players still with Hatch. And finds Rodman in space. First time, Sanchez back towards side. The ball swung in towards Rodman. Easy take though by Nair. Sanchez floats the ball in towards Rodman, who's claiming she was fouled. And the referee hasn't given it. She looks at the assistant. Red Stars under new ownership. Casey Kruger in the best 11 last month with an assist tonight. Here's Rodman looking to burst through. Trinity Rodman, and a chance for Sanchez and for Hatch. Denied right at the death. And still they come with Sullivan.
Or when she was away with the national team right at the beginning of July. Could be massive for this squad, not only to get the win, but to get a shutout against the firepower that this Spirit squad has. You can see
they're nearly there, Chicago. Mark Parsons, a couple of draws followed by defeat here at home to the bottom side. And here's